Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to Presentation Badassery. Okay, this is a mindset shift coupled with an understanding of how to actually present from a creative standpoint with aplomb, impact, energy, heartfelt passion, and honesty. Okay, so let's get forward straight into this stuff. I'll introduce myself. My name is Paul Gordon, and I have been performing on TV shows and stages around the world for the past 33 years to an estimated worldwide audience of well over 2 billion people. That's billion with a B. Woohoo! And in my 33 or so years, I have developed my own method, my own system that enables me to understand how to do this stuff like gangbusters. I teach this. I have refined down a system that I use myself, that I teach clients. I teach business people, I teach artists, I teach students, I teach public speaking, I teach online presentation, and I want to offer you an opportunity to get an understanding of how to move this stuff forward fundamentally better. Okay? I'm going to give you one little warning. I curse. I curse because I like words, and I don't weed out the words that are words that I like just because I might hurt your feelings. So if I end up cursing in this video, it's because I choose to. My mission in life is to get you to understand how to get out of your own way and say exactly what you fucking mean from your soul. Simple enough, straightforward, let's get into it. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is offer you an imposter syndrome fix. The imposter fix, very, very simple, very quick, very clear. You are going to, in any circumstance, be talking about something that you care about, that you understand, okay? And for some reason, you may feel like you don't have a reason to be able to say that just because other people have said it too. And maybe you think that they're special. Okay, here's the imposter fix. There is a great American storyteller of more than 100 years ago. His name's Will Rogers, and he was a wonderful, interesting storyteller. And he said a quote that I use on a regular basis, and I'm going to share it with you right now. It goes like this. If you done it, it ain't bragging. I'll repeat that. If you done it, it ain't bragging. Okay? So get over yourself. You have something to say the truth, move forward. Great. Number 2, failure. Are you afraid of failing? Ooh, all of those things that might actually try to get in the way of your presentation and undermine your presentation? Right. Life has chaos. Chaos always tries to find its way in. Therefore, your objective is not to fear and shun the possibility of screw-ups, but in fact embrace an understanding that chaos is part of everything, and you do your best to actually make your failure your friend, your ally, instead of your enemy, and then move forward anyway. Okay, failure is your friend, not your foe. So just let it become part of the entire process as you move forward. Good. Next thing, your inner censor. Your inner censor is, you're well familiar with your inner censor. It's sitting on your shoulder, right behind you, whispering in your ear. And there are things that it will tell you. You're not good enough. That's a stupid idea. You don't look good enough. You don't sound good enough. The failure stuff, the imposter things, all of that stuff whispering in your ear, letting you know all of those bad things that should compel you to stop this stupid, silly nonsense. And the fact is that that inner censor is not inside you because you placed it there. It's inside you because of whatever mommy issues or daddy issues or things that you had in the past, your trauma that compel you to hear these outside voices as if they're inside you, and they are full of bullshit. So what you have to do is grab a can of Inner Sensor Be Gone, shake it up real big, and spray it all over the place and banish the inner sensor. Okay? There are times in a process when the inner sensor is actually valuable. However, there are many, many times when it is not. And I want you to keep that can of Inner Sensor Be Gone on a regular basis, spraying it all over the place, and keep that fucker out of there. Good. Next thing, I want to talk to you about the fact that you have these ideas that you want to say. And you are going to have a lot of adrenaline. And that adrenaline is going to cause you to try to move through things really quickly the whole time. And I am letting you know that you should not be monotone. You should offer dynamics. Take a moment to breathe. Take a glass of water. Take a sip whenever you need to. Because if you are droning on with boring, lackluster, sorry-ass excuse for that stuff that puts people to sleep, that's monotone on the bottom, right? However, if you're high energy the whole time, oh my God, and it's like, talking too fast and it's going too quickly and you don't stop, then it's actually high energy at the top, and that is also monotone. You want to offer an understanding of dynamics because that's the nature of conversation. Therefore, give yourself the opportunity to breathe. Give yourself the opportunity to add a certain amount of dynamic to your presentation. It is okay. Good. Next thing is the energy. You want to understand that in order for other people to gain information from you in an engaging, interesting way, the amount of energy that you need to provide, the amount of enthusiasm that you need to offer, needs to be more than what you think, because there is a certain amount of loss going through the camera lens and coming out on someone else's screen. So you want to understand that you need to bring it. You need to be enthusiastic. If you are enthusiastic enough, it will show, it will translate. If you are not, why do you expect anyone else to care? What, they have to bring the energy? No. You bring enough for everybody, and you make sure that you include them. Good. Next thing is honesty. Be honest. Don't be full of shit. Remember, the first thing, the imposter fix, if you done it, it ain't bragging. Yeah, that's real. And it actually reverberates through everything that you offer, okay? And the reason is that we are tired of being sold. We are tired of people giving us some kind of bullshit line. It should be honest. It should be heartfelt. It should be passionate. And it should be transparent. That's really important. It's really valuable. I'm telling you the straight up stuff that I believe. If this doesn't make sense to you and you don't like it, shut it off. I don't care. I'm interested in the people who actually believe what I say for all the reasons that I know and I say and I choose to express. That is my authenticity. That is my honesty. And you should do the same. Okay, now let's move on to apologies. Don't apologize. Don't apologize for being yourself. Don't apologize for mistakes. If there's some kind of little technical glitch, you can excuse it for a moment. Pardon me while we move forward, okay? But don't sit there apologizing and apologizing. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. No one gives a shit. If you care about it and you highlight the apology, it will become this blaring big thing, and people will feel it and smell it. It smells bad and feels bad and tastes funny. In fact, you owe no one any apologies for what you believe. If you have done your due diligence and your research and your understanding, then you have the ability to be able to straight up offer what you believe in, and that is exactly where you should stand. If there's a mistake, people forgive that. They understand that. If it continues, fix it. But don't sit there apologizing. Never apologize in advance. If you're giving a presentation and you're not completely prepared, don't apologize. Just get into it and do it. At the end of the thing, if you feel like you did a bad job, don't apologize. Don't give them a reason to think that you don't believe in what you're saying. Just because you didn't do a good job, take that stuff with you and make it better next time. But do not apologize ever for doing your presentation, even when it all screws up. What do you think people are going to take away? The apology makes you weak. It undermines everything you have just tried to offer. No apologies at the beginning, no apologies at the end. If there's a mistake, fix it. Boom. Good. Next thing, who are you talking to in this camera? You are talking to one person and one person only. That's it. That's the secret. You're not talking to everybody. Just like I'm not talking to everybody, I'm talking to you. One person only. It makes a world of difference. If there's a lot of people, I've performed on TV for, well, there have been TV shows in many parts of the world. There are TV shows that are like the big one in that country. In the United States, there's a bigger reach because it's just a bigger thing. So I've been on TV shows where I've performed for 40 million people. You look into the camera and you know who you talk to? One person. Because on your side of the screen, how many people are there? You. So if I look into the screen and I talk to you, I'm talking to you. I've also performed for audiences of, 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 people. One time I performed for an audience of 25,000 people live. You look into a sea of eyes and you imagine and pretend and actually adjust your ability to speak. Anytime you look in any direction, you are talking to one person. Okay? Good. And the last thing, in case you haven't noticed, I enjoy this. And the reason I enjoy it is because it's valuable to make it fun. Make it fun. It should be fun. Why not? If people see you having fun with it, it will be infectious. It will be contagious. It will make something more energetic, interesting, and valuable. Make it fun. Just like I said the word valuable with like almost an F just now, because I was going to say fun. So valuable. Okay, I can see that and I can enjoy it. Make your stuff fun. There's a lot more to this. There's a lot more to how this works. What I do here, I teach people. I teach people over a period of a, intensive 3-month process. That goes into a customized understanding of all the different components, but I just wanted to let you know a few practical mindset shifts that couple with a certain amount of efficacy that you can use right now. This makes your shizzle happen better immediately. If you embrace these and start to get used to them and start to integrate them into all of your presentations, you will see an immediate world of change. So, Paul Gordon, The Art of Face Dancing, this is what I do. I believe in teaching people how to get out of their own way and say what they mean. When you preach the gospel of you just let it flow, let people resonate with you, and let them come to you. My best to you. I wish you well. You know where to find me. I'm right here. You can find me, I don't know, The Art of Face Dancing. Not too tough. And if you're wondering what's the art of face dancing now after having watched this, then what have you been doing for the past, during this time? Oh my God, it's, the video is off. I can't possibly imagine what he's talking about and why it would be called the art of face dancing. Yeah, right. Okay, cool. So, become a badass. Do it fast. Do it now. The reason this works is that you separate yourself, you extract yourself from the herd of the white noise, bullshit, lackluster delivery, and that is the only way you will actually rise to a level of full-on engagement so that you can separate yourself from all those other boring, sorry-ass people doing shitty fucking video. Okay, spoke my piece. Getting down off my soapbox. Go get 'em. Do it now. Now. The time is now. See ya.